Well, YouTube, tonight we're actually here on Dog Beach in San Diego, and Paul got a bunch of stuff from Amazon today when picked it up, and guess what? We're just hanging here. We decided why not go ahead and just put this stuff in. So we actually built a box. I'm going to flip you guys around so you can see this a little better, see what we're doing. Maybe you'll be interested in this. Maybe you're going to be doing the same kind of project to your rig. Maybe this is something you're interested in. If not, skip on to our next video. Maybe it's to a beautiful place. You never know with us, guys. See you in a little bit. Well, guys, we actually have 4 6-volt batteries. They're deep cycle we've kind of built a little box here to put them in. We're getting ready to cut right now with the jigsaw a piece of wood to actually put the brand new, what is it, a
Midnight Classic 150 SL solar converter. Solar
charge controller. There you go. Well, he's also got a whole bunch of stuff. We'll kind of show you what we're doing here as we go along. This is not a DIY. This is how we do it. I would not recommend you hooking up your solar just using this video. Please consult someone that knows how to do solar. Here's a look at his charge controller. It's a Midnight Classic. We have the case open, and we're actually going to mount it on this board here. Here is a little box of about $400 worth of stuff, guys, that you have to buy after you buy the solar charge controller, your solar panels, and all the other things that you have to buy. When you go to hook it up, and someone says it costs $1,500 to hook that up for you. Well, you got to imagine, how much did you spend on this, Paul?
This was at least $400, $450, something like that.
So you have
one box. Yeah,
this one box. So people don't realize that there is another expense in that $1,500 the guy is charging you. About $400 of it is actually in supplies. So it does make a huge difference when you're buying these things. Just so you know.
These are expensive.
Those are expensive.
These are.
Paul's actually screwing down the charge controller here, guys. We actually took a couple pieces and cut some wood here to use to kind of elevate the charge controller off of the back so it gets a little bit more airflow. This charge controller is a very expensive controller. It can actually do wind and a couple of other things. It has a lot of capabilities that my charger does not have. Well, we actually stayed in that spot successfully last night. We did the 2 to 4, we left, and then at 4 we actually went back to that spot. But this morning we're actually up and we're here at West Marine's parking lot, so in case we need something we can head right into West Marine, and we're gonna finish up Paul's system here. Got a few things done, so I thought I'd let you guys see what we got done already, but it's coming along, guys. Well, we kind of have the boxes and everything tore apart, and everything's mounted nicely. That'll probably be the caption right there. But we did get
the thumbnail.
The thumbnail. We did get all the batteries wired together, and it's grounded to the chassis. And we're gonna be sitting this in here now. We're actually one of the bus bars is mounted, and we're gonna be heading up top and drilling some holes in the roof and running some more wires, guys. So It's not really that entertaining or that, but this is real life. So this is what we do, and this is how you get it done, guys.
Angle grinder time.
Well, I'm actually putting together the setup to go through the roof, basically using 3M tape and running the wires through, marking the positive side, while Joe over here is cutting all the wires, and we've got the charge controller, and he's actually putting the circuit breakers and the power distribution blocks in, and all that's coming together really, really well.
So guys,
so we're actually going to head up on the roof, me and Paul. I'm actually going to scurry up there and drill a hole through the roof.
Scurry.
And we're going to mount this up on there as a protector and get the wires from the solar panels all hooked up, guys, so that we can bring it in, and then we'll be good to go. So, get back at you in a minute. Well, guys, we're actually going to hook two panels together up here. So we're going to take the positive to the negative, and then we're actually going to connect the positive and negative and bring them down. So as I do this, we're going to do it quickly because we're actually in a West Marine parking lot.
and I'm paranoid.
I'm sure you guys can tell the difference between these two panels. One, the glass up top is shattered, but we got to move on from that. So, but basically what we've done here is we've drilled one hole into the roof, and on both sides we put a nice little plastic grommet. We ran the wires into this like waterproof protector. I put 3M tape on the bottom here, and I'm actually going to use some alcohol and a paper towel to clean this area up before I adhere to it, and then this will make a nice watertight seal going into the roof. So here we go, guys. Well, after I cleaned it with a little bit of alcohol, I stuck it right on down there, got it good and tight. So now we got a nice waterproof seal. Make sure you seal these up really good before you put it on there, and you'll be good to go, guys. Works pretty nicely. We'll get back downstairs to see what's going on down there. Well, guys, Joe's making some good progress. We got the bus bars in. We got the circuit breakers in. Doing a good job, buddy.
Thank you, brother. We'll be done shortly.
We actually went inside and bought some wire from West Marine and some connectors so we could do 4 gauge from the charge controller to the batteries. But things working out pretty good, guys. Well, guys, I have not finished this video of the solar install, even though the install has been done for a couple of days. Yesterday we came in and I didn't really record much of it because we just sat down and got it done. But today, unfortunately, after 2 days of playing with it and trying to figure out what's going on with this thing, no go. We actually called customer support, and as soon as we told them what it was, bam, we'll send you out a new one. So we are on delay mode in this solar project, not due to anything on our part, but
because we're awesome.
Manufacturer issues. So we are waiting on a new charge controller now, and when that gets here, we'll hopefully swap it in and it'll work just fine. If not, we'll be back to the drawing board again, guys. But take a look at the system, flip the camera around so you can see it. Looks nice.
Maybe we'll finish this up by next month.
Maybe.
Month and a half.
Maybe not. But here you guys go. Basically, we've had the front cover off, trying to reprogram the thing. It has 4 batteries with all the bus bars and all the fuse blocks. And we'll go ahead and put the front of the controller on so you can see what it looks like with it complete. Well, after getting the new charge controller in, guys, everything is a-okay. So Between me and Joe, we kind of got this hooked back up pretty easily here. The whole gang's here. So it's actually raining today, and it's all done. So I'll let you see what the system looks like now. If you want to put something together like this for yourself. Paul actually has 700 watts of solar with 2 panels, and there's a circuit breaker up at the top for the panels. And he has a Midnight Classic charge controller here. This is the one that he had to replace. The first one was defective. It has 4 6-volt batteries, all the circuit breakers and bus bars, a blue sky fuse panel here that has a cover for it. Just haven't put that on yet. He also has the Ames Pure Sine 2000 watt inverter. And that is also a charger for him also. It's a 4-stage charger, converter, inverter, all built in together. He also has a 300 watt pure sine wave inverter off to the side. But we're done with this system, guys. Well, guys, it's nice to help hook up Paul's system. He actually installed all the solar panels up top, and Joe here made all the cables. I just drilled a hole in the roof and installed a charge controller once and made a few of the circuit breaker connections and made a few of the wire connections. But between the two of us and Paul doing the hard work on the top, there you go, guys. So did take a couple days, but if you're really interested in doing something like this to your vehicle, it's not something that's impossible. So we'll see you later. See you on the next one.